Hey there, it's Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Oblivion Aggression Designer from Heavyocity. Heavyocity are back with an 8GB library of pure analog aggression. Oblivion Aggression Designer is a collaboration with David Levy, famed for his work on Doom Eternal and Justice League. This thrilling, high-octane library features 330 sound sources spread over drones, pads, pulses and searing leads, to name but a few. With an intuitive design, Oblivion will push your audiences to the edge of their seats in no time. Oblivion Aggression Designer downloads at 8GB and it runs in the free Contact Player and is also NKS compatible. It sells for $119 on intro price, with a further $20 off for owners of Gravity 2. In this video, we are going to check out the sounds of Oblivion Aggression Designer. So we're going to start off with an instrument overview, and then I've created a composition featuring Oblivion, but also a couple of other Heavyocity libraries, just to see how well it all gels together. And then of course we're going to end with some closing thoughts. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Heavyocity for sending over a copy of Oblivion Aggression Designer so we could make this video. Of course, while we do receive the instruments for free, it doesn't in any way cloud our thoughts, ideas or judgments on the instruments. We are just hardworking composers giving you our thoughts on these brilliant instruments. But I really want to express my thanks for Heavyocity, because they did send over a pre-release version of Oblivion, so I've had plenty of time to work with this library. So without further ado, let's jump into the Oblivion overview. And here we have Oblivion from Heavyocity loaded up in Native Instruments Contact 7. Now, there are two NKI files. We have the Oblivion Designer and the Oblivion menu. So we're going to start off with the Designer, as it's at the top. And at the drop-down menu, you can see all of the different snapshots and categories. We've got cue creators, got rhythmic, basses, leads, tonal textures, atonal textures, and stings and transitions. So it's a fully featured, fully playable library of lots of sound design. So I've loaded up Techno Noir, which is one of the cue creators. On the left, we have a pulse. On the right, we have a lead. So it sounds brilliant. You can hear straight away its roots are very, very firmly in analog hardware. And yeah, just love those pulses. Now, I'm not using the mod wheel because you can see the big dial is already automated. If I adjust it, it will change it. So I want to play these sounds out of the box. So that is one of the cue starters. Let's just open another one. So this one's got a slightly different layout. It's just a single amount of keys. And the idea behind these is it gets us starting with a piece. So this one has 3 different colours. So we got actually 4, sorry. So straight away, it just built this amazing texture. I just played in octaves across all of the keys. Sounds brilliant. So cue starters, then we've got rhythmic. So we've got straight stacked. Let's go for Demon Runner. Sounds very cool. Let's do a staggered one. So punch and run. Fantastic. So of course these all tempo sync to your DAW, but you can see there it's got multiple layers on that one. So I say staggered. Let's go for a triplet stacked. Yeah, so they sound brilliant. Let's go for some basses, heavyweight. Yeah, I love it. Let's just go to the next one. Yeah, Sampleist. So some of these are automated, some of them are not, and you just got to work out what you're doing there. Let's go to the last one. Is it Zebra? Love the low end. That sounds awesome. I'll say, is it Zebra? I've got to check. Yeah, it's Zeus. I knew it. I knew it. So we've got leads. Let's go for the next one. It's a bit higher up. That sounds cool. Love it. Let's go for the next one. Kizo Trap. Yeah, it sounds cool. Let's play one more lead. If I can actually get to it. Running with it. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. That's cool. And then we've got tonal textures. So it hurts. That sounds beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Falling blades. I love these multi-layered instruments. Sounds cool. And then atonal, let's go flux. That's very cool stuff. Very, very cool. Love it. Let's do one more. Enter the Hive. Absolutely brilliant. And then we've got stings and transitions. So again, these, you set the key down the bottom. So let's go for D. I mean, that is horrifying, isn't it? Sorry. Let's go to modular 2. I love you can pitch them. So if I go to a high G and then work my way down, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look at the menu. So it's slightly different. The GUI is a little bit different as well. So we will quickly look at those in a moment. So rhythmic pedals. Now, this is an instrument where if I'm playing a D there, and it will change the type of pedal if I play an E, for example. Now, you can key switch these on the left to change the pitch. But what Heavyocity have done, let's just choose this one. If I then click this, it will play or give me a playable range. Okay, so really, really useful to have, so you don't have to program everything there, which I think is great. Sounds cool. Okay, so we've got straight pedals. Now, if you decide that you want them all just individual, you can just load up the individual instrument. Very, very cool stuff. We have some triplets. Just load those. Okay, so again, the difference here is these aren't triple layered instruments, and they're not fully designed instruments. So these are kind of like the component parts, as you will, of Oblivion. So it's cool that we've got both sides to it. So that's we go to playables. So we've got basses and leads. So if I play just the basses, let's just go to D again. I don't know why D is really popular again today. So let's say I like that one. So I love that feature. Really, really cool. And let's go to leads. So again, you would use the mod wheel on these. Yeah, they sound great. Stay on leads. Absolutely love that. Brilliant. Yeah, I'd say that you would use the mod wheel, but actually I don't think anything's programmed on those leads. So that's for us to do. So we've got sustain. So these are our drones and pads. If I was to play, I'll do some singular ones. So this is a drone. That's full power. Let's move on to the next one. Broad spectrum. Let's play an atonal one. That's incredible. Run, Logan, run. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so we're going to go into some stings. Got tonal stings. So let's go E this time. Fantastic. We have some modular noises. I love stuff like that. I really do. And we've got some transitions, so... So that's some risers. We got some downers as well. That's really, really cool. And then the last one, combos. So these are brilliant. If I go ambient builder 1. So again, I'm just going to choose a key. Let's do it in C. And you're just choosing samples kind of at random. So I'm playing a lot there, but you get the idea. So you can just combine all these different sounds on single patches. And I think that is absolutely wonderful. Now, very, very quickly, we're going to just talk about the GUI. So I will show you the designer as well. This is our front page. So this tells us the sample that we're using. And we've got all these different controls as we'd expect. And of course, we can map across the entire keyboard if we need to. If we go to the next one, this is where we can automate the different effects. So the envelope, tone, drive, the motion and the space. So you can automate all of those, obviously moving the mod wheel. And then we have the sequencer. So if I turn, let's just choose one. Probably difficult to show. Yeah, you can hear it. Probably not the best way. So if I had a short stabby note, that might be a bit easier. But you got a sequencer, which is absolutely fine and wonderful because we use those a lot. We've got the different samples you can choose. Remember the 330 different sources, and you can drop more sources in yourself. And then we've got the effects. So we've got Punish in here, which seems to be standard in every Heavyocity library now, which is great. And all of these different effects you can toggle on and off. So that is the menu, and the designer is just a little bit different. So at the front we got our 3 layers, we got all the automation here straight away, and then we have this really cool way of automating. If I just play this, so you can go between the different layers. And you can record your own movement, or you can hit random. And just like have that little motion going, and I think that's really, really cool. Love that. And then we got our sequencer, so you can hear the sequencer much better here. If I turn it off. Got a sequencer at play, and then we have the waveform, and you can adjust the sample start and end. So this is why it's the designer, because you can obviously bring everything together and have a lot more control. And then we got our different sources and samples, and then we got our effects again. So that is Oblivion. I know it's a whistle-stop tour. There's so much in there, but I've got to say, for $119, my goodness, you're getting so much content and so much value for money. Now let's check out the composition. So for this composition, I've used lots of Oblivion, and I've wanted to fuse it with some other Heavyocity libraries. So I've put damage drums in there, and I've put damage guitars, and then I've thrown in just the odd sound effect. So something a bit different, if that makes sense, like more traditional booms and things. So things you wouldn't find in this library. Not many. Obviously there's booms and like lots of analog sound design going on, but I wanted to again just see with more traditional sound design how it will fit, and I've got to say it fits really, really well. Now I set myself an hour composing challenge, and I got about 2/3 way through, and I didn't have an ending, so I just repeated an earlier section and just made a few little tweaks and changes. But I'm really, really pleased how it came out, and I think for that sort of ultra aggressive music, it is absolutely spot on. So let's check out the composition, and then we're going to move to the closing thoughts, but I will talk about what it's like to compose with in those closing thoughts. Okay, so on with the music, maestro. And here we are once again at the closing thought section of the video. So Oblivion Aggression Designer from Heavyocity. It is 8 gigabytes of pure modular aggression, and it sounds fantastic out of the box. All of the drones, the pads, the sequences, the sound design, the searing leads, the playables, it all sounds incredible. For me though, it is how the library has been put together. The thought and attention that's gone to the design is incredible, and it caters for so many different workflows. You've got the queue starters, just load one up and just get playing, and there's your raw inspiration straight away. And then of course we've got the different ways the instruments are presented. You can have a playable instrument, or you can have all of the instruments in one patch and you key switch the different pitches. You've got the stacked pulses. It's just fantastic the way it is presented, and of course where applicable, because not every patch has it, but you can take a sound you like and spread it across the entire range of the keyboard. So wonderful features like that. When I heard it was a David Levy collaboration, I love Doom Eternal, and the music is amazing. It's pumping, it's aggressive, it just suits the game absolutely perfectly. So I went for a more thematic composition, so I've gone for, you know, chords, melody, a little bit of harmony there, and I did set myself a 1-hour composing challenge, but it just shows how easy Oblivion is to use. And I wanted to combine it with some other Heavyocity libraries, because I feel damaged guitars would work beautifully with this, and it does, and damaged drums as well. So I put those in there, and I'm really, really pleased with how it came together. The composing experience is wonderful. It's really, really quick and easy to program, and like I say, all of the libraries just fit together really, really well. Of course, if I gave myself longer than an hour, I probably would have developed the last part and changed the theme maybe, but for all intents and purposes, I think it shows off the capabilities of Oblivion really well, not just on its own, but with other libraries too. So do I recommend it? Well, it's $119 on intro. I think that is an absolute steal. When it goes up to $149, I still think you're getting so much value for money. And of course, if you do own Gravity 2, you can get an extra $20 off during the intro period. And this is going to run until August 23rd. So you've got plenty of time to make your mind up. But it really is a huge recommendation for me. It's suited for composers who would make video games, maybe really action-packed movies, for trailer work. All of these kind of genres it will work perfectly for. And like I say, the collection of instruments is just wonderful. And the fact it's NKS compatible just really sweetens the deal for me. So there we go, Heavyocity's Oblivion Aggression Designer. Pick it up today. I don't think you're going to regret it at all. All that leaves me to say is thank you once again to Heavyocity for sending over a copy of Oblivion so we could make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video, and of course drop us a comment. What do you like about Oblivion? Is this a library you're going to pick up? Let's get a dialogue going about this wonderful new library. If you've not done so already, please check out our other videos. We are fast approaching 300 videos on the channel, which isn't bad for 20 months. So we're quite proud of that upcoming milestone. And of course, please subscribe to our channel. It takes you 5 seconds, but we know there are only 11% of viewers who are actually subscribed to us. So it's the best way you can support us. Please remember, we don't have any kind of income coming in from the videos. We do not have affiliate links. We do not have advertising deals. So it's the best way you can support us. In a final last feature on our videos, we're now going to suggest videos that we think you should watch. So instruments that complement the instrument we're looking at. So for Oblivion, I think you should take a look at our video for damaged guitars, because I think they go so well together, and maybe that's another instrument you may decide you want to pick up. So until next time, have a great day, keep making that amazing music, and until we speak again, enjoy yourself, have a wonderful time all the time. There we go, take care.